Well, there you are. Silly girl. You should know dinner doesn't wait for its diner. And when its time has come, the prey goes to the hunter. Oh, it's all right, you sweet little thing. You've made it just in time, if only barely. The table is set, so take your seat. You remember the etiquette, yes? Fabulous! The daughter of the Countess of Castle Dimitrescu won't be caught dead dining like a common boor. We'll make a proper lady of you yet. Go on, then. Have a taste. Well, isn't it? Simply delectable. Nothing like the slop you've been inured to. Compliments to the chef, yes? Ah, and I see you've acquired a taste for the sanguis virginis as well. The rich, sweet redolence. A pleasure the intricacies of which are sadly lost on most. But not you. You are different. An intricate pleasure yourself. Oh, Perdita. I might own the vineyard, but you know I don't make the stuff myself. I am not the right person to ask what goes into it. I am simply a connoisseur. Well, if you must know, your friend. What was her name again now? No, I don't believe it was Daria. The girl in the kitchen. She would know better. You should ask her should you have the interest. Perdita, whatever is the matter? You look as if you've witnessed murder. Was it something I said? Perhaps something in the fair sits ill with you after all. Already? But dear girl, you've barely touched your dinner. Very well, then. You are excused. But first... let Mother have a look at you. Oh, you've gone so cold. And how you shiver. Are you feeling under the weather? Perhaps it would do you well to try another bite. After all, how else will you hold that hunger in check? You might give in to your urges. And who knows what might happen then? Are you sure? Growing pains then, perhaps. Here, let me hold you, my sweet girl. Such a tiny, fragile little thing you are. But not for much longer. The Black God's gift will work you from the inside. And soon you'll find yourself feeling like never before. Soon, it will all be better. The girl in the dungeon. Why, yes. Your plaything should be right where you left it. Whatever would cause you to suspect otherwise? Oh, but of course. Should you wish to free her from her shackles, the choice is yours to make. It is as I said. The girl is yours to do with as you please. I believe I have the key right here. Such concern for the girl. The paper tiger has the heart of a lion. Such power you'll grow to wield. Good. And while your heart may be closed to me for now, impenetrable, in time even the walls of Jericho will fall. And I do have all the time in the world. Speaking of which, we will be hosting a most esteemed guest in 2 weeks' time, and I want you to be at your very best for her. And you will be at your very best for me, won't you? Very good. She'll be so proud. As will I. My sweet, sweet girl. One more thing. You haven't forgotten the price of my patronage, have you? Obedience. Confide in the girl. Use her. Take her. Taste her. Whatever you do, she will never leave the dungeon. Am I understood? Should she inexplicably vanish from her prison, I will use my significant means to make sure she won't live to enjoy her newfound freedom. And I will make you watch. Should you choose to flee without her, without me to take care of your needs, you'll succumb to your urges, dying at the hands of a hunter like a mangy lichen, like a common beast. A merciful end compared to what I have in mind for her. I will torture her for months, keeping her only barely alive as I drain the life out of her. But in the end, it will be her broken heart that snuffs her out as she learns that you left her behind. And, should you choose to attempt to make your escape together? Silly girl. Do not test me. I truly hope I've made myself clear, for the sake of all of us. And Perdita, bring the poor thing something to eat. She must be starving. Good girl. Run along now. Ever since the lucky night I found you, I've hung around you just like a fool, falling head and heels in love, like a kid out of school. My poor heart is in an awful state now, but it's too late now to call a halt. So if I become a nuisance, it's all your fault. Don't blame me for falling in love with you. I'm under your spell, but how can I help it? Don't blame me. Can't you see, when you do the things you do, if I can't conceal the thrill that I'm feeling, don't blame me. I can't help it if that doggone moon above makes me need someone like you to love. Blame your kiss, as sweet as any kiss can be, and blame all your charms that melt in my arms. But don't blame me. Oh, Mother's mercy. I thought she came back. The Countess. I'm so glad it's you. It is you, isn't it? Oh, you brought food. For me. I've no clue when I last ate, and I'm suddenly realizing I'm famished. Can you, I still have these shackles, you see, and... Oh, you have a key. How did you... She just gave it to you? But why would she? Never mind that. I need to sink my teeth in that loaf. That is delicious. Corina's, yes? She keeps surpassing herself, doesn't she? Or maybe it's just because I'm hungrier than been in my life. It's just so good. But how do we get away from here? What do you mean? Of course we do. We must leave before she returns.
going through something, but we can find help for you. There must be someone out there who knows how to cure you. We'll figure it out. Somehow. Well, yes, I'm not exactly in shape to be staging a great escape of any sort myself, but... All right. You're right. You're right. She's expecting us to try, so... I suppose we can only bide our time until you have her trust. I only hope time is on our side. She hasn't hurt you, has she? How are you? I mean, are you feeling all right? Oh, I'm... Well, I suppose I've been better. You're sweet to ask. But we'll make it, won't we? We will. Together. Together. You don't know how long I've wanted to do that. I suppose if there's a silver lining to all of this, it's that I never would have had the courage to... No, you had that look in your eye again. I thought you might bite me again. No, don't you dare apologize for her. She did this to you. She put this beast inside of you. Perdita. She can give you a new name. Give you this curse, this hunger. But I know who you are in your heart. Kind and clever and sweet. And you know it too. Don't you? Well, I'll make sure to be there to remind you if you forget. Because that is who you are. You are better than whatever it is she's trying to turn you into. And look, if anything should happen to me, listen to me, please. I want you to know that if anything should happen to me, if I don't make it out of this alive, if it's you, it's all right. If it's you, I don't mind. It's not your fault. But I have to say it. Otherwise, you never... It's not your fault. You have to know that. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.